Today I'm going to show you my attempt at painting the T-65 Power Armour from Fallout Wasteland Warfare, right after this. Hey everyone, Sam here from the Tabletop Hub, your one-stop shop for all things tabletop, and today we're back with more Fallout Wasteland Warfare on the My Attempt at Painting series as I paint the T-45 Power Armour from the starter set. Now if you're new here to the Tabletop Hub, the My Attempt at Painting series is really for the amateur and beginner painter out there. I'm still learning to paint miniatures myself, and my hope is that as I pick up a brush and begin to learn and improve, that you too will be encouraged to pick up a brush and do the same. I primed the model in Army Painter's Uniform Grey. I wanted to go for a brushed metal look for the Power Armour, which you'll see as we progress, and I thought just covering the model in a metallic colour at this point would just be way too much. Next, I began work on the laser rifle. So for this, I used Army Painter's Army Green for the main chamber of the rifle, necrotic flesh for the grip that you see on the underside of the barrel, at least I think it's a grip, and then I used Army Painter's Demonic Yellow to paint the energy cell at the back of the rifle. Now for the cabling on the top of the rifle, I used Army Painter's Dragon Red. One thing I will say is that when you're using the Demonic Yellow, make sure and give it a good shake before you paint. You may find that you need to give it a couple of layers to get an even coat, as mine was quite watery. Next, I took Army Painter's Dry Rust Effect paint and began picking out the occasional crack or pit in the armour. I'd recommend adding this sparingly, as I almost added way too much, really. And you do only want to add this to those deep recesses so that it gets covered well by the wash that we'll be adding in a moment. So prioritise the knees, the underside of the ridges near the feet, and really any area that may almost be in shadow. Next, I took Citadel's Nuln Oil and added 2 wash layers to really darken the model down. Once it had dried, it looked like this. So already at this point, it's looking pretty cool. And while you probably could finish off here, I wanted to add that brushed metal look. So I took some Army Painter's Gunmetal and just dry brushed the entire mini. And the idea here is that this will pick out the highlights, give it a nice scratchy look, and all in all, just look pretty awesome. After this was done, I took some Army Painter's Necromancer's Cloak and painted the parts of the Power Armour that are the joins. I'm not really sure how to describe these bits, but they look slightly tubular as opposed to the metal sections. They're kind of like the under armour, I guess. Next, I took Army Painter's Oak Brown and painted the breathing tubes on the helmet and the tubes coming from the canisters on the Power Armour's back, and highlighted these tubes with Army Painter's Leather Brown. For the little light on the helmet, I used Army Painter's Crystal Blue, and then it was onto the base. Now if you've seen any of my other Wasteland Warfare videos, the process here is pretty much the same. Give the slabs a coat of Necromancer's Cloak, dry brush with Dungeon Grey, and paint any of the wood with Oak Brown before giving the entire base a wash with Nuln Oil. And folks, that's it. That's how I painted the Power Armour from Fallout Wasteland Warfare. We're very nearly done with the core set, then it'll be on to the other bits and bobs from the game, but hopefully you find this helpful. Power Armour is one thing that you can exercise pretty much some creative freedom with, as there are so many different styles out there. This is just one of them, and I encourage you to experiment and have fun with it whenever you're painting your own Power Armour sets. In the meantime though, if you want to be kept up to date with when my new videos go live, do feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. It's one of the best ways to be kept up to date with the channel, and it also really helps support me too. Aside from that, I hope you're all having a great week, and I will of course speak to you all soon.